Hey Aries, welcome to your reading. So here's your card here. So we're going to see what's going on for you during this time period. I want to start off by seeing what is the spiritual or cosmic ally that is on your side, or who is going to be your cosmic teacher at this time, all right? And then we'll jump into your spread. Okay, so we have Pluto. Okay, so, all right, so we got some Pluto energy. I believe Sagittarius also got this energy, if I'm not mistaken. So you may want to go watch that video. So Pluto as a teacher is going to teach you that transformation is necessary. Transformation is something that it may not always feel the best, but in order to really move forward, it's sometimes necessary, or it is necessary. Pluto also rules death in certain situations. So if you find yourself in a situation where you've been wanting to, move up or do something different, let's say it's your job or let's say it's a relationship, but you just feel like you can't find the how, or how to get out of a situation, Pluto is going to help get you to that next level. All right, so let me jump into your spread and then I'll come back and start explaining everything that's going to be happening for you at this time. All right. Aries, we have a lot to talk about. Okay, so let me start off by saying you definitely are going to have someone who's trying to give you information that may or may not be false. Most likely false. For some of the Aries watching this right now, you may have someone who's giving you information and they're just not aware that they're wrong. But for others of you, you may have someone who's giving you information where they're just literally lying. Okay? And then also, if it's not a person that's giving you information, it could also just be that you yourself as Aries, you're having these thoughts that are just not true. You have to tell yourself, that's not the truth, that's not the divine plan, that is for me. Let me snap out of this mindset. Okay, so you have to be mature enough to figure out what or who is the one who's giving you false information, whether it's positive or negative. Just fact check is going to be the biggest thing that you need to do at this time. Okay? Just to make sure everything is correct, okay? So I don't feel like there's malicious intention behind this. I just feel like, for some of you, it could be, depending on, your situations. But I just feel like there's a lot of energy of needing to make sure everything is correct. Like, literally, legally correct, practically correct. Like, look it up and see if you're doing the right thing, or if this is the way it's supposed to go. It's not always about someone trying to get you or be out to get you. It's more about just making sure you do your due diligence and make sure everything is correct in whatever projects or situations that you're dealing with. So you're probably going to get this information. It could be on a Tuesday. Okay. I also feel like for some of you, this could be saying that you are the person who's giving the wrong information. So if you're going to give someone information, make sure you are correct. Make sure you have the right information. Make sure you've done your research and your due diligence within that. We also have, let's see. This also could happen. I'm looking at like multiple cards here. I'm going to show you in just a second. We have a Sagittarius card here. So it could also, you could be getting this information on a Thursday, or you could be giving this information on a Thursday. And then we also have the Queen of Swords. So this could also happen on a day when you're just feeling as though you're having a lot of negative thoughts. Okay, so you want to make sure that these negative thoughts that you're having, usually when the Queen of Swords comes up, let me just say it this way. When the Queen of Swords comes up, it basically is like this nagging personality trait that all of us have, where it really implies or emphasizes that we're doing the wrong thing, or you don't know what you're doing, or you don't know how to keep up, or you're not doing enough, or things like that, like these really negative thoughts. So it could just happen on a day when you're just having way too many thoughts like that, and then maybe someone comes up and says something and you take it the wrong way, or maybe you try to give someone a piece of advice, or you try to answer a question, but the whole time your mind frame is in this negative space, so you end up giving the wrong information, or discouraging someone, or telling someone that they're not good enough. Whatever it is, make sure that with this energy that you're experiencing during this time, it doesn't have to be bad. It just means make sure you're paying close attention to the thoughts that you're entertaining. Especially because this negativity that you are feeling, it's because you're being irritated or aggravated with the transition that's happening in your life right now, especially with Pluto. So you're learning from Pluto within all of this, okay? So don't get me wrong, you are learning, but that energy of getting aggravated right now is because you're going through transition, and when that happens, you have to move around. And I mean, for some of you, it could be physically. For others of you, it means, okay, let's do something different. And for others, it means mentally, let's change the narrative of how we feel about ourselves, the situations that we're in, and the people that we're around or entertaining. So with that being said, you have to be aware of what you're doing and, you know, how you're actually dealing with everything. And it can happen at many different times, just depending on who you are, your situations, yada yada. All right, so the outcome of this is actually we have really, really good cards. So I do believe that you are going to pinpoint the situation, or you're going to be able to switch around how you're thinking, what you're speaking within the situation. We have Four of Pentacles, so you are going to be getting a good investment, and you are going to be listening more so that you're not giving the wrong information. This is what the Four of Pentacles talks about. Also, like I said, a lot of good investments. Now, these investments could be financially, or it could be that you are investing time into the right person or to the right situation, and you're not wasting your time, like it's going to grow into something. You may have a situation where the person that you're talking to, you actually hear deeper messages from what they're saying, which is able to help you, or you can help them, depending on how everything is working out. We have the Four of Swords, so this is another energy of meditation, introspection. I feel like, especially if you are one of the Aries whose mentality has been kind of negative lately, this time period is really going to serve you, because you're going to realize that sometimes you just got to go to yourself. You don't need the extra chatter. You don't need the other opinions. You don't need other perspectives. Sometimes you just have to go within. And this card really implies listening, but not just listening, but listening to your higher self, or listening to God, or listening to whoever you pray to. This is listening to your ancestors. This is listening and maybe doing a reading for yourself. Not necessarily, but depending on how you get your messages. This is a time where this situation that you're going through, you are going to have a result of you actually zoning into yourself and really aligning yourself to receive that message or that download that you need to hear at this time. Okay, so again, that in itself is extremely good. There's no bad in that at all, because the truth is always a good thing, no matter how you're taking it or what you think it is in the moment. We have the Six of Cups, so you are going to be reunited with someone. I don't know why I said someone, but I do feel like it's a someone. You're going to be reunited with something or someone who really brings joy to you, who really reminds you of emotional bliss for yourself. Okay, so it depends on your situation, but I do feel like it's a person that you love. Now, this could be family, but it also could be like, you know, a person that you're interested in, or a person that you are dealing with. Let me look and see a little bit more about this Knight of Swords energy. Okay, so the information you're getting, we have King of Cups, Four of Pentacles. So I feel like for some of you, there's someone who is telling you that they don't want to rush into a relationship. And I don't know if that's you saying it or them, but whoever's saying that, I feel like you shouldn't trust that. I feel like, for example, if someone is telling you, I want to take it slow, like I don't want to rush into anything, you know, I'm not sure how I feel, anything like that, it's probably not really what they feel. They're just afraid to open up. If you're the person doing that, then I'm sure you know that you feel deeper for this person, but you're just too afraid to accept it just yet. There's also an energy of, with the King of Cups and the Four of Pentacles, this energy to me is saying there may be information about saving up, or saving for it, or saving themselves for something, or you saving yourself for something with saving. The word saving keeps coming up. And I feel like it's not that, I don't feel like someone has malicious intentions behind it, but I just feel like someone is not being honest about what they want from you or with you, or it could be that you don't know what you want just yet. So I feel like the reason that this is happening is because you are going through this major shift right now in your life, which is beautiful. And I feel like this energy is coming by with the Four of Pentacles showing up twice. This is saying, look, slow down, look at what's going on, listen to the messages that you're receiving, and know that whatever way you choose to go is going to be good for you, because the Six of Cups always reinsures that you're going to be reunited with something that you emotionally feel connected to. All right, so this is going to turn out really good, but I just feel like the way that you're going about it, you have to snap out of this paranoia or negative feelings or just doubtful energy that you're attached to. You got to separate from that, and once you do that, you will see the transformation, and you will see the changes caused by yourself, but also pushed and emphasized by the planet Pluto. All right. So this is actually a really good reading. I feel like some of you guys are just afraid to take that leap or take that risk, but it's happening. You can do it. Yeah, and that's just that on that. So that's your reading. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. If you want your own private reading with me, you can book your reading on my website, theesotericempire.com. Also, if you want to help me with this channel, help it grow and all of that good stuff, you can like this video, you can share the video, comment, etc., whatever. Do what you got to do. I do appreciate every single one of you who are here watching. So yeah, that's just that on that, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, Aries.